you're doing well on this beautiful week of September. I have some good news for you. And the good news is that we are starting the new year despite all of the challenges of COVID-19. Ministry leaders have come up with some very creative plans for how to proceed. Of course, we've begun to live stream and to meet in person for worship. So all of these things are good. And now what I want to encourage you to do is to consider using the building for ministries that you may have, ministries that might otherwise be canceled. So for example, small groups may not be able to socially distance in a home, and with winter coming, you can't meet out in the backyard. So consider coming to the building. And the building is becoming busier, and with people coming to the building, we'll need to take certain steps so that you can be ensured that you can use the building for your ministry. And so I just want to give you a couple of guidelines for that. Now, the first thing is you'll need to remember to make a reservation. And you can do that by emailing jill@discoverbethel.com or just calling the church office. Registering your meeting is very important because I would hate for you to get to the building and find out that somebody else is using the room you wanted to use, or that the whole church is filled and that you can't meet with your group. So be sure to register. The second thing is that you will need a fob, or at least somebody in your group will need a fob to get into the church building. And so make sure that somebody has one, or call the church office to make an arrangement. And finally, it's important that everyone who comes to a meeting sign up online to let us know that you were here. And the reason for this is that if somebody should come to the building who has COVID, then we're going to need to notify everybody who was in the building at that particular time. And so we'll need your contact information. Now, there are a couple of different ways that you can sign up. One is on the day of your event at the church, you just go online and you go to www.discoverbethel.com/check-in. Another way to do it is you'll come to the building and you see right here is this QR code. There's one here, there's one on the front doors of the building. You just scan it and it'll give you a link to the sign-up page. And of course, if you should happen to come to an unscheduled thing, you just decide to drop in on the spur of the moment and drop off an offering, well, we will have physical sign-up sheets that you can fill out to let us know that you were in the building on that day. But it's much preferable if you use the electronic sign-up forms. Now, I just want to leave you with something. Among the things we began this season was that we kicked off our staff's new year by having our first staff meeting. And at the close of that staff meeting, I shared a verse with the staff that I want to share with you. And it comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58, where Paul says, "Be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for you know that our labor is not in vain in the Lord. Jesus Christ is risen, and nothing, not COVID or anything else, can nullify what he did. And so all of our labor is meaningful when we labor in the Lord." Bethel, have a great week.